So what we're going to cover today is basically how to use TabFu. A lot of what I'm going to cover is the stuff I've covered over in the webinar. I was going to give you guys some insights on how to do better with your copy, okay, and how to do better and how to actually use TabFu to the best of its ability. So hopefully for you guys should be really excited. Now this is live. It is Monday in the afternoon at Central Time. So if you have any questions, I am really good at taking questions on the fly. So you guys don't have to worry about asking me questions. The only requirement about asking me questions is it has to be pertaining to what I'm currently discussing. If you guys decide to ask me a question about something entirely different, I can't answer them. So let me just answer the questions that only pertain to what I'm showing, and then later on, you guys can ask me questions from different angles. Does that sound good to everyone? You guys all on board with that? Can I get some yeses, please? Okay. You guys are all with me. Good. So let me show you guys how to use TabFu to the best of your ability to start getting traction, traffic, and start getting some results. So the first thing I want to tell you guys, as I mentioned before, is I'm really sorry for missing it, but we're going to have a great time. And our topics today will be how to do giveaways, to get leads, and then create sales. If that makes sense to you, that's our goal today. Now, part of what we're doing is I want to do everything brand new. This way you guys can see me do these things in real time. Doesn't make much sense if I just show you pre-made stuff. It's not nearly as fun. So with that said, let's go create something for you guys. This way you guys can imitate it, right? It's pretty simple. The first thing I want you to do is I want you guys to create a new Facebook tab. And what we're going to do here is we're going to create an opt-in. And you have the categories here, and just put in your opt-in like that, and you can find the opt-in that you want to use. Now, my recommendation for you guys is to use this two-step opt-in form right here. This is like an ebook bribe type thing, but it can be whatever you want it to be. But I like the two-step where someone clicks and then it pops up on the email. So you can use a product opt-in. You guys can really right. Let's just use a product opt-in like this. Okay. Now, I'm not going to start changing things like your company logo, where if I click on something, it will edit like the logo, because that doesn't really help, because you're just going to put in your own image, right? So it's like specific images and adding your autoresponders. That's all in the training. The goal here isn't to go over stuff that you can just merely go over in the tutorials. It's to help you guys do things that is not covered in the tutorials, right? So we can use a service example, sure. We can use, but I'm going to go through a product first, then a service. Okay, Brian? So just remind me a little bit later on. So the first thing is, right up here in the company logo, you guys can do this at your own leisure. It's right in the tutorials. Just click here and just add whatever image you want in there, and then off you run, right? So that's not complicated. So what I want to show you guys is the best business practices for running squeeze pages, right? For building up leads. The best practice is to keep everything as simple as possible. And what I mean by simple is you don't want to have a ton of stuff. Now, this is a squeeze page with a lot of different things on here. This is also uses a sales page, hence all of these, PayPal, Discover. My suggestion to you when doing a squeeze page is to turn off all of these areas. So let's turn this off. Let's turn this off. Okay, so I'm basically killing every single area that there is. Okay, I forgot I had to hit OK. Oops. You want to turn off every area, and you can see the areas that are turned off because they become white. So for squeeze pages, you want to keep this as absolutely as simplified as possible. You don't want to give anybody the impression there's a lot of this stuff to read. You want people to make a very quick decision when it comes to conversions, especially for something like an email address. What you don't want to do is you don't want to have everyone think. Now, the sales page, the more you tell, the more you sell. It's a famous axiom in sales. So of course you want all this stuff, right? But this is a squeeze page. All we want is an email, and we want them to make a very quick decision here. So I'm turning off all the visibility. And you can see that all I'm leaving up here is this area right here. That's it, okay? And so it's really important for you guys to understand that when it comes to a squeeze page, keep it really, really, really simple, okay? Really simple. So subscribe, enter your email here to the right. Again, you guys can change the color if you guys want to. Let's just make it, we'll make it dark green for the sake of example. So you guys can change whatever you want. Change the box color. Whatever you guys want to do is fine with me. It doesn't. Again, this stuff. A lot of stuff is like you guys can go too crazy trying to change colors. Oops. trying to make it too spiffy. It's not that important. Just a lot of times the basic colors are sufficient. Anyways, the key here when you're doing copy is to make sure that you give people one simple result that they really want. What simple result they really want. Now, let's say you don't know what simple result people want in your industry. So this is interactive, all right? This is not just this isn't just dictation, okay? You guys can give me a big niche, and let me try finding something in that big niche right now for someone to show you guys how you guys would find the big need for that niche. Jennifer, yes, to create a tab in TabFu, you do have to create a Facebook page. Correct. Uh, Doubly, I don't know what doubly is. Think of a big niche: network marketing, weight loss, pet supplies. Okay, so I want to do a big niche. So the two big niches here is weight loss. Network marketing is basically how to get leads. I can tell you that one off the top of my head because that's pretty simple. Network marketing people always want leads. But let's just use weight loss as an example here, as an aside. So let me just open up a tab here, right? Let me open up a tab here, and let me go and put in weight loss, right? So let's put in a health forum, right? Health forum. So the way you pretty much can find out what's going to be the best things is to find the biggest forums out there. And some of the forums are run by big corporations and they're harder to use. I want to find actual forums where people are actually talking. So I'm doing this live. You guys picked the niche. So if I make a mistake or this takes a little bit of a hiccup here, rather you guys see it live than not see it live, right? And maybe, okay, let's change health to weight loss, right? Weight loss forum. Okay. Oh, fitness.com would be good. MyFitnessPal. So let's open up a few of these and let's see if we can find a fast form that's easy to use. That's not a fast form that's easy to use. This is a fast form that's easy to use. Okay, this works in all the big niches, by the way. It works in all the big niches. Find the big forums in your business. Now, let's put in weight loss and health conditions. Let's click on this. What's nice about this is if you come down here and you click on replies and views, in many cases, if you click on replies, it will show you. It'll sort up the reviews. Now it's showing you this. There are things with the least amount of replies. Let's hit it again. Let's see if we can find the most amount of replies. Excuse me. Oops, that was the least. I'll invert that again. I'm sorry about that. Let's go down again and views. 10,000 views. So it's kind of looking for the top things that people are interested in. So when you click on views, it'll start by the things that have the most views first. So 11,000 views, 10,000 views, 9,000 views, whatever has the most views typically tells you it's going to give you the best. This is going to give you the best ad copy, the things that people are most interested in, right? So how to lose extra baby fat faster, right? I mean, I would never think about using the term baby fat, right? 4 kilos a month. So 4 kilos in pounds is about, I don't know, about 11 pounds. Drinking water for weight loss. So let's go back to TabFu and let's create this, right? So, uh, you know, how to lose your baby fat in 4 simple steps. Okay. Now, if you have no clue about any of those topics, I have good news for you, right? You can come back here and go back to baby fat faster. Now this is towards baby fat is typically to mothers who want to lose weight after they've had a baby, right? So baby fat. So you're looking for some type of top suggestion, and then what you can do on top of that is put in something like PLR, PLR ebooks. And what you're looking for now is a PLR ebook that has to do with weight loss, right? And you could find an ebook. Now, the PLR books allow you to search for things like weight loss, and you can put in the copy like lose baby fat, right? So weight loss simplified. So it's having weight loss. So what you have to find is right now what you're trying to do is you're trying to find the hot button that's going to get people to give you the most amount of opt-ins. So, but if you're trying to target women, and we'll go into targeting later on here, I'm going to go through Facebook targeting. If you find that the big thing is finding moms who want to lose fat, that's great. So what TabFu allows you to do is allows you to make a lot of these pages really fast and test out what type of bait is the best bait to get people to opt in the fastest, right? And because you can make these pages so fast, it allows you just to keep changing, what your offer is going to be. So how to lose your baby fat in 4 simple steps. Um, how to drink water to lose weight lightning fast, right? Now, why did I say water? Because back here in this, I saw water was a top topic, right? It was one of the top topics was drinking water for weight loss. Yeah, drinking water for weight loss was the top topic. So forums, believe it or not, give you all of the best indications that you need to help you guys figure out what you're going to use for your sales copy. So what you can use, you can find a PLR, find a PLR book, change the headline, and you're permitted to, and you can use something like Fiverr, right? Excuse me, having a hard time clearing out my throat. Go to Fiverr. It's loading, it's loading, it's loading. Okay, so you can go to Fiverr and then put in something like, e-cover e-cover and packages, right? So now you can find someone who can recreate the PLR cover the way you want to. Now I've used this guy right here, this guy Jeffrey Stuff right here, and he's very good. So I can tell you this guy right here is very good. Just give them an image you want them to use, or give them an idea of what they want, and they'll go make you your e-covers, right? So then they can take your PLR and put a new e-cover on there for you. And now you just take your PLR book that you have, and you can use that as the free bait to try it out, right? There's another type of bait. This is only bait one. I'm going to go into bait two. Now I'm going to tie in bait two to the question of the service, right? I'm going to give you guys some really cool ideas what you guys could do. So I'm not only going to show you guys how to use TabFu, I'm going to show you guys some really advanced copy ideas. Okay, so SEO consulting would be under SEO consulting would be under services. Okay. Um, so everyone can hear me okay so far? Someone's saying they can't hear me. Can everyone hear me okay? Good, good, good. Okay. So someone made a point that the forums that I'm looking at are older, 2012. Well, let me ask you a question. I don't care if it's an older forum. The question I want to ask you is, do you think the questions that people ask are that much different from 2 years ago? I mean, when it comes to like maybe internet marketing, yes, they want the newest and greatest and best. But when it comes to like eternal problems like weight loss, even if I'm going back to 2012, it makes no difference. People are always interested in the same questions, always. Okay. Um, okay. Not everyone wants to lose weight. I'm just using weight loss as an example. I'm just using weight loss. This is not, you don't want an offer that applies to everyone. I'm using weight loss as an example. This works in all niches. You can find the big forums. Go out and use Google to find the big forums. Okay, find your forums. If it's something that's what's called evergreen, and weight loss is evergreen, it doesn't make a difference if the forum post is 2 years old. People have a misconception online to think that information 2 years old is actually outdated. It's not. When it comes to things like weight loss or bodybuilding, whatever, if I put in bodybuilding, I'll use bodybuilding.com, go to forums. Okay, go to the forum. And I go to, well, this is bodybuilding, right? Supplements, right? So, watch. Supplements. I'm going to go down a little more. Okay, replies, right? If I want the things that people are the most passionate about, I'll go by replies, right? Here's replies. So the things that have the most replies are right here. You can see we're at 1,640, right? The pictures of your supplement stash. So let's say you're involved with bodybuilding. Now, see, the last post was actually today, 11/25. So it doesn't make it. Don't get too caught up with certain things. Okay, but let's say I wanted to show people, like for example, let's go back to TabFu, right? The supplement stash I use to gain 8 pounds, right, of pure muscle. See, nothing's changing. So what I can do here is I can go over here. Where is it? Here it is. And I'm going to click on the last page and look for pictures. I got to be careful because some of these pictures can be indecent. Okay, so this is a great picture, right? So this is a stash, right? So I can go and then give them like a list. I can go and just open up a let me just pull this away from here for a second. Okay, give me 1 second here. I'm gonna open up a new thing for you guys, and I can open this over here like that, and I could put in fun bar, zero impact VPX. See, I'm just making a list of like things that are on here. And then what I can do is I can go and find the products. I can take an image like this and use their image and say these are the four products these are the four or the five products that can help you put on muscle, right? Let's say that can help you put on muscle. You're not saying that you put 8 pounds on, but they can help you put on 8 pounds. So you can put this on here, change up the text, and then off you run, right? This works in every single niche. And what you're doing here is the supplements. So you're finding the most popular topics here in the forums, right? Or this. And when you find the hot topics, you can make your sales copy, your squeeze page copy around the top things that people are talking about. See, it's kind of like an insider's view about what people are the most excited about. So take ephedra. Ephedra has been around forever. People love talking about ephedra. Look at the amount of views for ephedra. See right down here, it says 150. Even though these have more replies, this actually has far more views. This is the most viewed thing, is ephedra. So look at this ephedra thing right here. See this right here? This is screaming at me that this is the big topic. So even though it has a lot of replies, it has by far the most views. This is screaming to me that ephedra would be a huge thing to talk about for people that aren't interested in bodybuilding. Again, go to all of your big forums in your niche and do this, okay? Now I'm going to go through some other ways to do this. This is just one example. I have lots of things to go over, guys. Don't worry. Don't freak out. We have a lot of fun stuff to cover. So let me eliminate all these tabs, right? So again, PLR, you can just put in bodybuilding, put bodybuilding and find a PLR product, hire someone from Fiverr, change the copy, and it's yours, okay? So let me keep going here. Let's see if there's any questions. Can you talk about pages and tabs in Facebook marketing for newbies? Okay, Alfreda, I will do that a little bit later on. Can you provide a list of evergreen topics? Yeah, I can make the list right now. So talk about pages and tabs for Facebook marketing. Alfreda, what I should do, okay, Alfreda, just remind me, and I'm actually going to create a fan page for you. I'll create one live, and I'll show you exactly how it starts from start to finish. Okay, Alfreda, I'll do that live. But let me just do the more advanced stuff, and then we'll go into the real basic stuff for you. And a lot of stuff about creating a fan page is in my advanced training, so that should have been covered. But just in case, I will make sure that you are taken care of. The whole kit and caboodle, I will take care of you. Okay, so the next thing is how do you then use some type of squeeze, some type of thing for a service or something like that? Actually, I'm jumping off topic. Let's go do this. Let's go make a duplicate of this. Not big enough. Can't win. Okay. Actually, you know what I'm going to do instead? I'm going to pull this back over here, and I'm going to pull over the big topics, right? So what are the big niches? What are the big niches that are out there? Let's see. It's very simple. Health, wealth, and relationships. Those are the big ones. Now, are there sub niches? Yes, there are sub niches. So under health is weight loss, bodybuilding, um, wealth can be make money online, can be entrepreneurs. I'm gonna misspell it. Don't worry, I can't spell entrepreneur without thinking really hard. It's a French thing. Entrepreneurs make money online. How about forex? How about stocks? Right. That's all. These are all sub niches within it. Right. There's sub niches like within here, like weight loss. Men over 40 lose weight or gain muscle. Right. So there's sub niches in there. A good way to tell if a niche is good is to go to this website right here. I'm going to pop it up for you guys. I'm going to open up a new tab, and I'm going to go over here. And the site is called, let's see if I can think of it off the top of my head. It is, let's see, what is the name of it? Um, I'm gonna look at my notes really fast. I did not think about this. Let's see. Page Page Data Pro. Okay. I just type it in. Page Data Pro. This is going to give you all great ideas for finding niches really fast. Okay. If you want to find your niche, go to Page Data Pro and type in the big fat keyword. Don't put in like something very, 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 very narrow. Don't do that. We're not trying to outsmart Page Data Pro. We're trying to go with how the internet works. So let's say you want to go do SEO. Just type SEO and hit search. Don't put anything more than SEO, and that's it. Okay. Now you're starting to see that some of these sites have nothing to do with SEO, but I want to go broad for a reason. Broad for a reason. Because I don't care about how many likes they get. Likes is a kind of an overplayed thing, right? Now, you don't care about likes when likes are good to have, but it's more important to have people talking about it, right? So high quality SEO service, look, it's 102 likes, no one's talking about it, right? Not a good thing. SEO expert, 85,000 likes, 18, right? But so you're starting to see the point here that when you're in Facebook, if people aren't really talking about something, it's not one of those heavy, easy niches to break into in the Facebook realm. It's not an easy niche to break into. Could you do SEO? Yes. As a service, you could. But if you're going to do a service for SEO, you just have to use only a tab and run traffic only to get opt-ins. So the reason why I'm telling you this is if you don't see a lot of people talking about the niche you want to go into, right? I'll make this a point of clarity for you guys. Let's go find my 7 here, right? Let's go back here. Let's do some clarity here, right? I put up big stars. If no one is talking about your niche, only go for the emails to get the leads. You guys with me on this? You guys understand why? Because if people aren't talking about it on Facebook, you'll never get traction. Can I get some yeses? Can I get some yeses on this? Okay, does that make sense to everyone? Okay, good. See, you guys are paying attention. Wonderful, wonderful. So if no one's talking about it, only go for the email address because if you try using Facebook as some type of viral thing, and no one's talking about the topics you want to that have to do specifically with SEO, right? What's SEM SEO? 49,000 likes, no one talking. Bad idea. Really bad idea to try making a conversational part of Facebook. Only go for the email if you see no one talking about it, if that makes sense to you. Okay? Then why would they give you your email? Because you are going to offer them a PLR book with a topic and you're using a form to find the best copy, right? The best copy. Here, so let's start again. Why would they give you their email? Because you're going to go and create a squeeze page here that has to talk about like the best supplements that you use to gain muscle, and you're going to use a PLR book or your own video or an affiliate video or whatever you want to use to give them your email. You have to give them a reason. That's why I'm giving them the reason, right? Does that all make sense? Okay. So Page Data Pro tells me if I can use Facebook for any viral traffic whatsoever. If I don't see anyone talking about it, you're in the wrong niche. Let's go change the niche. Let's put in the word muscle, right? I'm going to hit search, and let's find out how people are talking about it. Look at this. Muscle and fitness, 401,000 people talking. This is Mustangs. It has nothing with actually gaining muscle, but look at this. People are very interested in talking about their Mustang. Muscle horsepower, again, cars, people are talking about it. Muscle Fitness Magazine. Okay, so I want things that people talk about. Muscle strength, people are talking about it. So you see, I'm seeing thousands of people on Facebook talking about these issues. They're talking about cars, and they're talking about gaining muscle. That tells me that I could add more functionality within my page. I want them to do more sharing because I know if they're talking about it, they're willing to share more, right? If this all makes sense to you. They're more willing to share because it means it's more of a public niche that people are more proud of, that people like to discuss things on Facebook. This is where you add more virality to these things. Inside of TabFu, you have sharing. You have sharing functionality. Okay, so you're getting the point that this all works together. So you're going to find out if the template you're using sample The template you're using, should you find something with some share gates, some share functionality? Again, if your niche does not lend itself to more of that social aspect, don't try making it really social when it's not. Just use Facebook to get the lead. Okay? How do PLR books work? Well, PLR means private label rights. When you buy the PLR book for $5, that means you can put your own cover on there. You can put your own name on it. You can pretty much call it whatever you want to. Okay. Does this work in the Netherlands? It works good in any niche. Okay. Obviously, your English is excellent if you're going to write in Dutch or something, or French, whatever you're going to write in. It works in any niche. It works in any niche. Human beings are pretty much the same in every country. Now, I mean, not to put anyone down from my country, and I'm from the United States. The United States people are far more prone to go into like how to lose like 25 pounds in a week. That's not really that true in Europe or South America or all of Latin America. So you have to be careful with like losing 25 pounds in a day. You got to make it, realistic. But people in the United States are so interested in pills and stuff that people go for it. I haven't found that's true outside of the U.S. market. Um, I can help the Dutch guy. So share gates. Okay, so inside of TabFu, if you want to create a tab, you have the ability to have things be to actually have things be shared, right? Let's see, categories. Let's see. I gotta find it. I gotta find a page with a share gate on it. Give me a second here. Let me find some of the share gate. Let's see. So many templates to go through. Let's just try this for the sake of discussion. Let's try editing this. Let's see what happens. Let's see if there's a share. Okay, see this little lock here. This is a share gate. So you really don't want to add a share gate if no one's really talking about this stuff on Facebook, because it's telling you people don't like discussing this stuff in public. And if they don't like discussing it in public, the odds of them sharing it to their friends are slim to none and slim left town. So if you know that people are talking about stuff on Page Data Pro, right here it is, Page Data Pro. Actually, I'm going to put this in the chat box so everyone can have it in the chat box. Let's see, Page Data Pro. Magic. There you go. You guys have Page Data Pro in the chat box. So it's in the chat box. So if people are talking about this stuff, then you can start using the like gate. Now, if I click on this little thing here, right, and I come back up here, you can see it says see it says share gate. It's called share gate, and I have it off. You can add the share gate on. Now the share gate is on, which means if before I'm even willing to give somebody whatever report I'm going to give them, I'm going to force them to share it with me. And I can change the text here. Show this page to activate your free download. So I'm forcing them to share. I'm making a share gate. Okay. So so this share gate template right here will allow me to create a PLR book or a service that I want to offer, right? They can click on that, download my copy. So when they click here, it will ask their email address. Now you can get the email address and you can get the sharing. You can get both, but only try going for the share if and only if people are talking about it. I know I'm going back to the same topic just so I'm really, really clear, because I know if this is new for you, this is very different and it may sound confusing. So I'm only repeating stuff only because I know sometimes things are confusing. I want to make sure that if I'm repeating myself, it's only because I want to be ultra clear with you. Can I send it to a short code URL? I have a WordPress survey I want to send it to. You could, that I don't know, Brian. Let's see. Lose 20 pounds. Okay, I'm reading some questions. Lose 20 pounds of ugly fat. All right, are you to add more share gates, YouTube instances? Just use things that already have the share gate in it, right? And just you can add your videos. There are video share gates inside of here. Okay, got it. Okay, like gates are against Facebook's terms of service. Share gates are not. Instagram, IN, WordPress. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Jennifer. You're saying three things without describing what the question is. So forgive me. I'm looking at lots of questions. So let's go back to the topic here, right? Now, you could use the same exact copy on this page, right? Main heading, just change your headline, right? Change it to whatever you want. Maybe you don't want all this copy here. Maybe you want to eliminate this copy. Again, do the visibility, come on down and save it. So that'll be invisible. Now you can focus more on a simple headline and maybe just 3 little key points and let them go to a share gate and get their email. Now you can get their email and get the shares. So you can do 2 things at the same time. That's why this is how you'd want to use a share gate versus not using a share gate. Okay? That's how you'd want to get more shares if you know people are talking about it and liking it. Now let's go into the next form of getting leads to people who are interested in what you have to offer, and that is offering what's called a giveaway. Now this is a little known secret. It's a giveaway. Uh, Inside of your TabFu, what you can do is you can say you can do this. Let's say you're doing a service or you're doing any niche whatsoever. Be creative. Now I can't give you all the answers, but if you tell me your niche and if you tell me your niche and you're saying, you know what, I have no imagination. Tell me your niche and I'll think of a free giveaway. But let's try a free giveaway, right? Let's do free, because the word free converts very well. Free T-shirt, free. Let's see, muscle heads. So muscle head's a term for weightlifters. That's what I was thinking. I was like, what's the word for weightlifters? Free muscle head T-shirt, and that's going to go here. All right, free muscle head T-shirt. I can add my muscle head T-shirt just by clicking here, right? And I can add my image of the T-shirt that I have had created by a designer, right? And maybe right here I can turn it back on, and I could say free giveaway just for signing up, right? And then you can change your font and your size. You can do whatever. You can change whatever you guys want in this, right? You guys can change your background. I know I'm just being a little bit superfluous myself. Okay, change the background up a little bit. Okay, free Musclehead T-shirt, right? And you can add your image here of the Musclehead T-shirt you want to give away. A free giveaway just for signing up. Now you're gonna make people share your free giveaway, so you're gonna get free opt-ins even though you aren't paying for them. They're gonna put in their email here. I'm gonna hit download. So instead of download my copy, you say get my join the giveaway now. And what we're going to do here is we're going to kind of have a little fun. And the reason what we're doing is we're going to do a weekly giveaway. Now, before you start freaking out saying, wait a second, I'm going to give away a free T-shirt to someone. I'm going to send someone a free T-shirt. Isn't that expensive? Well, let me tell you why that's cheap. Very, very cheap. My suggestion was incredibly cheap, and I'll tell you why. Now, this works for services as well. So let's say that you do a service. Doesn't make a difference what you're doing. So let's say it's SEO services. Someone mentioned SEO services, right? You can say free weekly weekly local SEO page 1 ranking, right? So again here, instead of the copy saying free Musclehead T-shirts, you put down free page 1 ranking. So sign up now to get a keyword that you want ranked if you're a local business, and you can have them opt in. Now, why are they going to opt in? Because it's a giveaway. Now, you're only going to give away 1 a week. Now, don't panic. Don't panic. Because let me show you why you should never panic with this. Let's say the shirt cost you about $10, right? That's a week. So it's $10 a week plus shipping. So let's say the shirt now costs $13 a week to ship, right? But your opt-in rate is going to go from, let's say 25, or let's say 20 to maybe 30% to 50 to 70%, right? You're already paying for the traffic. So now what you're doing is you're going to get your leads more than twice as cheap. That is well worth $13 a week to get cheap leads and have people really excited to read your emails, because every single week you're going to say, new winner announced inside. Now, when you see that email every single week, are you going to open that email up? Yes or no? Are you going to open up that email when you see a new winner announced inside? Are you going to open up that email if you were trying to get free SEO or free? Would you be excited to get an email talking about who the winner is for that week? Okay, great. So you guys are with me. So not only do I pay that $13, not only do I get more higher opt-ins, but now I have an excited group of people that are very, very excited to get my email. But what can I do to everyone else who doesn't win? So today's winner, I'll announce in 1 second, right? 1 second. But first, I want to tell you about a blank, right? How about how tell you about the two positions I have open to get you page one rankings. So even if they didn't win, what are you doing? You're talking about how you have two spots, right? Two spots available to help people get page one rankings, and then you announce the winner down below. And the winner is Jeff Stevens. But before that time, you're telling people, just like so and so I helped, so and so I helped. You don't say so and so. Use a real name. Just like so and so I've helped. You can get the same rankings, right? Et cetera, et cetera. Same rankings. Sign up now. You have a link. Oh yeah, and down below, the winner is Jeff Stevens, right? And you tell Jeff, in order for him to win, you want his picture. You got to hit Jeff up. Tell Jeff you've won. I need your picture, right? So the odds of the people giving you their best email address has gone up substantially. Your opt-in rate has increased enormously. You can announce people once a week that you know that people will always read the email, and you can always let them know a new service or a new product or a new thing that you're going to bring out to the public over and over and over again. So you see how this all works together now? Okay. Everyone get this so far? I'm tearing it up. Smart. Okay, good. See, I do know a thing or two about a thing or two, or something. Super cool. Okay, great, great, great. So that's good. Had great difficulty connecting and missed everything to this point. I will have a replay. I will have a replay if you missed everything. Okay. So squeeze page to TabFu, opt-in to email responder. So the way it works, Brian, is like this. Here's the actual sequence. I'll write out a sequence for you so you understand how this is going to work. You find the hot button. You find the hot button. The hot button can be in the following areas. It can be on forums. Forums are easiest because I can filter the forums. Okay. You can go to forums and filter the hot button, right? Because you can go through replies or go by views. You find the hot button. You create the bait to get the opt-in. Then after you get the bait to get the opt-in, the next step, right, is to use TabFu, right? So you got to create your page on Facebook. Create page on Facebook. And use TabFu, right? Now, before you add a ShareGate, ShareGating, sounds like stargazing. Okay, ShareGating. Before you do ShareGating, find out if people talk about these issues on Page Data Pro, right? If they do, use ShareGating because you'll get a lot more leads. You'll get a lot more leads virally. Okay, I know they didn't like the way my spelling of that. ShareGating. If they don't, go directly for the email address. Make sense? You guys with me so far? Page Data Pro is free to use, correct. Awesome. This is basically the structure that I use to figure out how I'm going to run my leads for the things I'm most interested on Facebook. And that's how you guys should use TabFu. That's exactly how TabFu should be used. Nervous about choosing the wrong template. Brian, let me tell you what people do, Brian. And I'm exactly the same, right? So let me tell you that I'm no different than you are. When I was first starting off online, what did I do? I literally drove myself insane with details, right? I would make sure that the colors were exact, and I would do this, and I would be like going, "What am I doing?" Now, I've been doing this for a long time. I laugh at even the idea that it takes so much. Not because I'm any smarter, just because I have confidence. So what you're asking me is really a question of confidence, not a question of intelligence. So my first thing I tell you is don't get focused on the template. Don't get focused on little things. Make stuff fast and test. Make stuff fast and test. Can you only use TabFu on your own fan pages? No, you can use it as a service for offline marketers, but they still have to add you to the page in the page roles in the so you have to go, okay, so this is how you add this is how you can be added to use TabFu for the people, right? So you have to go to the page, go to page logged in, right? Go to page, then click on settings, and then go to page roles, and then add the email. So if you're like if you're trying to do this for like local businesses or for someone else, let's say you're doing this as a service, using TabFu as a service for other companies, you certainly can. That's one of the great things about TabFu. There's no limits. They will have to go to their page, enter settings, go to page roles, and then add your email, and then make sure you're added as an admin. This way you can add the TabFu pages on the fly. Okay? Is Page Edit Pro a Facebook page or through Google? No, it's its own site, Jenny. I put it in the chat box. If you go in the chat box, you'll see Page Edit Pro. I will copy and paste it so everyone has it again. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. There it is. Bam. Page Edit Pro. That's free to use. It's its own website. And what it's telling you is if people are engaging on Facebook in that niche. And you can do some pretty neat things. I'll show you some really cool features in Page Edit Pro just so you guys can have a really clear understanding. You can go over here to compare pages, right here, top left, compare pages. And let's say I just put in the keyword, like the word muscle, if I can type muscle, muscle fitness, and I put in something like gardening. And let's put on this, and let's put in something like, let's pick something that I know that people don't talk about, like Forex, right? Because people who do Forex would pay money. They'll definitely give you their email address, but they don't talk about it. So let's compare those pages. Now watch what's going to happen here, right? The top Forex page is Forex. It has a lot of likes, 248,000. Organic farming has 295. This has over 4 million. That's not that important. I want to see who's really talking about these issues, right? Who's really talking. Now, so I can right click and open these up. So look at this. 401,000 people talking about it. Good niche. Same thing with organic gardening. Are people talking about organic gardening? Let's find out. Organic gardening. Uh, 985,000 likes, 65,000 people talking about it. People are talking about it. Let's go back to Forex. See, I can compare this on the fly. It's pretty neat. I can go to Forex, open this up. They have 248,000 likes and 119 people talking. So not even in the thousands. Imagine getting all those likes and no one's talking about your page. What does that tell you? You go for the email only. You don't go for sharing. Why? How do I know this? Because let's go back to those big niches again. The big niches is making money, relationships, and health. People don't mind talking about their health, right? They don't mind talking about their hobbies. Their hobbies, they love talking about their hobbies. What people don't like talking about in front of other people is how they make money. That's like that people just don't like doing that. So don't do that. How can you get really nice pictures for your giveaway pages? How can you find a nice picture for a giveaway page? Well, let's say you want to find a page that has to do with health. There's a website here called searchcreativecommons.org. And you want to go here in the Creative Commons. I'll put this in the search box. Give this to you. This allows you to find images which are legal to use. You don't have to worry about using stuff that could cause copyright issues. So what you can do is go up here to Flickr, right? I don't use anything else but Flickr. I've tried it. This is by far the best is Flickr. And let's say I want something that's healthy. When I think of health, I might think of like an apple, right? You want to uncheck modify, adapt, or build upon. All you want is use for commercial purposes. And this will allow you to find all the images of apples that you guys can use for anything you want on your sites, and you guys can upload them to TabFu. You want to make sure this license Creative Commons is right here. Make sure it says Creative Commons when you do this. Now, for some reason, it's not showing me anything for Apple. That's impossible. Hold on. Here's apples. Okay, so I don't know why the glitch was there. Please forgive me. So it says Creative Commons, which means all of these beautiful images can be used at your discretion. Pretty neat trick, huh? Stuff I wish I knew. Stuff I wish I was even available. You could use Google, yes. I find this is a better way to do it. Okay. Can TabFu create Facebook ads? Yes. I'm pretty much done with showing you guys how to do how to build squeeze pages and do that stuff. So let's go through some other questions you have. Um, yeah, you do have to be an admin. Don't want to be an editor. You have to be an admin if you want to use TabFu. It's very simple. So let's go through your questions right now. I'm pretty much done with this side of the training. You're going to find that I am adaptive and I can go through a lot of questions kind of fast. If I don't know the answers, you're also in luck. I don't have the arrogance to tell you that I have all the answers, but the ones I do know, I'll be happy to help you with. Can use TabFu only on your fan pages? Yes, that's correct. Okay. If you're late, I will have a replay. Can I use TabFu to sell offline services? Of course you can. Of course you can. So imagine you want to create an offline business. What you could do is go here to Social Tapper. Oh, I forgot to show you guys how to run ads. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Well, let's do something really quick. We can kill a couple birds with one stone. Curious about the text on the tabs created. The text on the tabs created, you can do that. Is it picked up by the search engines? And Tony, we don't even care about the search engines. I don't even care about them. It's like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't care. If you give away a mini book or PDF for an email, how do you deliver it to them? Inside your autoresponder. So you have to link your autoresponder to this page. And what you do is you click there, tab edit. It's actually, well, before I do that, right here, it's in the tutorials, how to add your autoresponder, right? And you're in the tutorial section. Let's see, connecting autoresponders. You just want to connect your autoresponder right there. Connect your autoresponder, and then once they opt in, you tell them to check their email, and then right there in their email, they get the PDF. This way, they have to give you their best email address. Can TabFu create Facebook ads? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Morgue file, all free images. Well, yeah, I know that, but Morgue files images are a pittance in comparison to how many you can get from that website. The size of your pictures is up to you. How big you want to use them. It's not that important. I just use them that fits the tab. Normally, with Facebook ad will forward out to a website. Oh, Brian, great question. So how do you get people directly to your tab that you've created? That's the next step of my training tonight. Dun dun dun. Okay, so let's go back and try helping people that are brand new at this. Let's go to the brand new people who have never used Facebook or created tabs or done any of this stuff. I won't show how to create a fan page on Facebook because you can go to YouTube and type that in, but I will show you the basic stuff that all works together. So let's create a tab really fast, and let's go for an opt-in. Right? Oops, I made a mistake here. Forgive me. Let's go click on the page I want this to be on. Healthy organic living. Okay, so I clicked on healthy organic living like that. So you see it's right up here on the top now. That means the next tab I'm going to create is going to be for healthy organic living. So let's go to this squeeze page. Now I'm going to hit edit tab. I've already created it. You can start from scratch, get the same template, but I've already started this thing. Now I made this right here, and it's a bit kind of too big. You really want to make this thing a little bit smaller and maybe a little less verbose. So let's try this way. Let's make it a little shorter and say 3 easy tips for losing weight. And I made it too small. Give me a second here. For losing 8 pounds, 7 days. Okay, and I should probably center all this text. Hold on. Center it. Yep. Come down here. Centered. Okay, so that's a centered text. I just created this. This is a template inside of TabFu, right? And this is here, but let's say I don't want that here. I just want to get rid of it, get rid of the visibility, and it's gone, right? This is not there. So if you want to preview how this looks, I hit preview on Facebook. And this is how it's going to look. See how I remove that one area? I can preview how it looks. There, it's all ready for me to go. The next step in this is actually running traffic to this tab. Well, let me finish making the tab really fast and getting it to where I want it to go. There's a share gate on here, but I don't want the share gate, right? I want to eliminate the share gate on this. Turn it off. It's on. Okay, it's on. It's on off. Wonderful. So even though it's there, you won't see it. Let's see. Let's go back to. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, you see it. You say you can't see it down here anyway. So it's very simple, right? I'm going to come down here and just take away the visibility of this stuff because, again, I'm just going for the email. I don't want them to be too confused. I want to keep things very, very simple for them. Click on this, get rid of visibility. That's gone, right? Keep it very simple for the conversion. I'm focusing just on the conversion alone. When it's sales, you're doing sales page, the more you tell, the more you sell. Again, this is only to get the conversion. So here we are. The squeeze page is done. And now my next step here is to save this thing, right? Come up here, and I can save it. I'm coming here to publish. Okay, that's done. And oops, sorry. I should probably move this over a little bit so it's not in my way. There we go. Makes my life a little easier. So I'm going to publish the changes, right? And there it is, food squeeze, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run traffic to that tab. I'm going to show you how to run traffic to that tab. So I'm going to come over here. Give me 1 second here. I have all these things open. It looks like madness. Okay, so here I am back in the Facebook editor. Now I'm going to create an ad for this. Now, how do you run an ad to a tab versus it running to your site going for the opt-in? The trick is clicking on page likes. We're clicking on page likes, not to clicks to website. Page likes. Click on page likes, healthy organic living, right? That's the page I created. And what we want to do is show advanced options. And in the landing view, right, this is food squeeze, right? Isn't that the page we just created? Isn't that the page, guys? Yes or no? You guys with me? Food squeeze. So now all that traffic that we're sending them to is not going to my fan page to get a like. I'm focusing more on getting that lead, okay? Yes, the conversion is the email address. Absolutely, okay? Absolutely. So you see how I just now bring all the traffic to the squeeze page? Oh, neat trick. Oh, I am the smartest guy I've ever met in the whole world. Forgive my sense of humor. How I'm still married is still beyond me. So the text here is going to be different than the typical text for getting a like. Typically, when you do text for this, you're like, love, healthy living, press like. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We don't want them to say press like. We want to say, we want to give them what we know to be the what's on our squeeze page. So watch the 5 superfoods that help you lose weight without dieting. See that? Pretty neat. So now I'm going to be running traffic to a squeeze page versus focusing on getting a like. This is why the traffic is so much cheaper, okay? This is why the traffic is so much cheaper. Has the page already been created? Let's go back and show you the page I just created. Food squeeze. This is what I created on TabFu. I created this on TabFu, and I published it, right? It's a published tab. If you want to see how it looks like, I'll hit Edit Tab again, and this is what the tab looks like. And I can use any template I want, and I can name it whatever I'd like. So the template here says Food Squeeze, right? I named it how I'd like it, and this is how it's going to look. Now, I blocked out certain things. This is how it's going to look. I can use any template I like and label whatever I'd like. Whatever I label it as, I have to find it over, I have to find it over here in the landing view. So whatever tabs I make, I have to find over here in the advanced options. of trying to get a page like. Are you with me on this? Okay. So again, I'm not running traffic to an external website. This is why the traffic is so much cheaper. So much cheaper. Okay. Is TabFu connected to your Facebook ad manager account? Whatever, if you have a Facebook ad, right? If you can create ads, all the pages that you have are already in your ad manager. It automatically comes populated. Do you recommend that we have multiple tabs on one page or one at a time? You can have as many tabs as you like on your page, right? And you can split test. Because why is this so powerful? Because the traffic is very, very cheap. Now, can you show the tab on Facebook? Yes, I'll show you what it looks like on Facebook. Give me 1 second here. So if I click preview on Facebook, this is how it's going to look like on Facebook. This is how the tab's going to look like on Facebook. Okay? Just hit that preview, hit the preview button in TabFu, and you can see it. Now let's go back to the fun. Now, someone asked me about split testing. Now, split testing tabs is something that you don't do because you can do something a lot smarter than that. And I will show you how smart you can be. You can split test, but the split testing can be kind of sneaky. You can make multiple tabs and find your landing view, and then you can create another ad for something else you create. Like, see the superfood thing? That's another squeeze page I've made. Okay. So you can split test it, but why is this so effective? Because I can run this one for $5 a day and test it. I can run the next one for $5 a day and test it. Whichever one has more opt-ins is the better one. But I'm testing out for $5, right? But because this is like traffic, it's cheap traffic, very, very cheap traffic. Now let's go into the actual interest part, okay? How to go through the interest. If I'm going for people that are interested in healthy living, the best thing to do if you're looking for things for people who are interested in healthy living are the following. Let's see. The first thing I would do for people who are healthy living, if you want to get the best clicks, is look for the best books, right? Actually, I'll simplify it for you. Watch this. Target generator. This is getting too tricky. Here's target generator. Okay. Okay, here's target generator. So you have target generator already with this. So what you can do now is go in here and put in your keyword. Now bear in mind the keyword here is not intuitive. It focuses on the keywords. Let me show you what I mean by that. You hit the word dogs, right? It's great at finding more dog pages. But let's say that you know a lot about the industry and you know, for example, that people like the dog whisperer, right? So one thing you can do is you can put the word dog in and hit search, right? Dog search, right? And now it's searching for things about dogs. So the way you use target generator is pretty stinking neat because what target generator allows you to do is look for the pages what I look for on the pages is the stuff that people are talking the most about. When I see a lot of likes and a few people talking about it, that's a big no-no. That tells me that they're playing the system. When people play the system, I kind of stay away from those kind of pages as an interest, okay? The best things to hit on Facebook are other pages, okay? Are other pages because we know these people are very, very targeted. The next is like association. So let's stop this, right? So I can take the stuff with the most amount of likes and I can add them, or I can add them over here to the right. See that? So I would open up the About Us, make it longer so you can see what's about, right? Like us if you're a big animal lover. A lot of people talking about it, people like it. That tells me that's a really good target, and I can keep making these. I can keep making all of these. I can start making a list as fast as I want to, right? I did not mean all of them. Okay, so let's clear that. Yes, clear all the data. Add selected targets. Okay, so you can see I selected the targets that I want. But let's say I want to go a little further. Like I don't have time to look up all the things for like associations. So let's put the word dog association. Oops, sorry, I got to stop it and clear this out. Hold on a second. So what you want to do here is you want to clear this out. For some reason, oh, there it is, clear. Yes, clear all data. So what I want to do here is dog association. So what I'm looking for are like powerful words like association. So once it gives you the list of all the words for dogs, I'm looking for other hot popular words like association. Now people that are involved with a certain dog association. Let's put in, for example, German Shepherd Association. I know people are interested in German Shepherds. If there is German Shepherd Association pages, I can tell you these people are probably the most active and the most the people that you're going to get the best click-through rates and the best feedback, right? So I can find specific associations of keywords, and I can keep making my list based on associations. But let's go back to health. When you're doing health, you can put health in. Another thing you can do is put in the names of very popular people, so like celebrities in the niche. So let's put in who's really popular. Jillian Michaels. I don't know. I don't follow this stuff. Okay, there's Jillian Michaels stuff. I know I combine it with German Shepherd. So you see all the Jillian Michaels pages, just showing you guys that you guys can get a lot of good ideas right inside of here in the target creator, and then take all of your ideas and upload them in your interests. Oops, forgive me. Go over here, put them in your interests, right? And for this sake, I'm just type it in manually. Jillian Michaels. Also, if you type in a word like Jillian Michaels in here, um, or let's put in something even bigger than that. Let's put in weight loss. Just put in weight loss and see what it comes up with. Health and wellness. This stuff is too broad. Very, very, very broad. So an idea that I've always liked to do is go over here to Amazon and look up the books, right? Books. Yeah. Put in weight loss, and it's going to pop up. It's going to filter it by the most popular stuff, right? Popular releases last 90 days, and I could find people's names. Now this could be kind of you could waste a lot of time doing this. So don't get too caught up in this. That's why Target Generator is a lot better, because the targets of fan pages are easy to hit, right? This could be a bit more problematic. So you see Tony Cuban, he's selling a Kindle book. I want the things with um, the most amount of responses. 3 and 15 is not very many. Hold on. So, okay, here's some top authors. Could I put these top authors in Target Generator and combine a really awesome way to try finding people? Absolutely, I could. Absolutely. See all these popular authors here? I could put them in Target Generator, and then I could make myself a really killer list of people that I want to go after, right? And I can use Target Generator and Amazon's top authors to get a really hyper targeted list that people are very, very, very serious about, losing weight. Okay. And again, you can choose those pages that have the most amount of likes and just go further with that. Okay. So that's pretty much the end of today's training. We've been here now for over an hour. And hopefully that was helpful for you guys. I'm one of the best presenters that make things easy to understand. Well, that's very nice of you to say to me. So doing this way is cheaper than putting it in a newsfeed. Well, no, you could use a newsfeed ad, but can you run newsfeed? Okay, so look, when you hit advertise on Facebook, let's go back here really quick. I'll just do one last thing just so you're clear. When you're running a like campaign, you can run a like campaign in the newsfeed, the mobile newsfeed, and the right column. I would recommend you take off mobile. I should have said this before. Remove the mobile, okay, because we're going for email addresses. And I would split test just between desktop and right column. See which ones give you the cheaper leads. Okay, and by doing that, you have to create a pixel, and then maybe call it like you might call the pixel newsfeed one pixel right hand, right, and do it that way, and test it out. But yeah, you can run these ads newsfeed or right column. Okay. How do you monetize the list? Well, you send them affiliate offers, your offers, services, whatever you'd like to do to make yourself money, Vlad. My name isn't Ricky, it's Michael. I know it says Ricky. That's sorry for the confusion. It is Michael Young. This will be put in the members area. Correct. Now I just have to do it. Exactly, Kathy. Now comes the fun part, which is doing it. I know nothing about that, Andy, but okay. So, awesome, guys. Good. So you guys got some good training. I'm glad I gave you guys a good bit of help and a good head start. I really want to apologize for not being here last week. Again, my dad came here unannounced. He was supposed to come a lot later, and he just showed up with my sister and her new boyfriend. And I'm not sorry, her new husband. New husband. I have a new brother in the family, and very exciting. And I got so excited to talk to them that I just literally it was just an oversight on my part, and it's just because of my dad. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. The support is TabFu. I'm sorry. Support at tabfu.zendesk.com. You share all this on this site and the key concepts. Okay, Andy, I don't know that how your questions that uh, uh, I don't really know how to answer that question. I don't see it doesn't really make sense to me the way you wrote it. Maybe typed it too fast. I do apologize. The recording bill will be given to all of you guys. Okay, guys. So let me tell you guys that I want to thank everyone for being here. I'm glad I gave you guys a really awesome training. Now you guys see how to use TabFu. Now you guys have a lot of things. And yes, inside of TabFu you can create your ads. Okay, all you have to do to create an ad in TabFu is come down to right here. Where is it? That's tabs, motion posts. Yeah, right here. And here it is. You guys can create your ads. So you want to click on the little like the big microphone, big shout out, and create your ad in here. Click on it, right? You guys can create your ads, and you can upload them inside of inside of this right here. Now, bear in mind that images for likes are smaller and thinner. So it's a smaller, thinner ad, and that's fine. That's fine. It will show, and you can look at your ad and take a look at it and use it. Okay. Look at this thing on a right column, so you can see what right columns look like. That's the current right column look. Okay, and that's fine. But again, I'm running it to my squeeze page. I'm going for the email. Okay. Awesome. If you have any questions for exact tutorials, we have tutorial videos for you. Yes, I lost my voice, Joe. Joe figured it out. I lost my voice. I'm going to answer your question there, uh, Christoph. Let's see. I have a Facebook account. If I create two different fan pages, tabs, but I don't want one page visible from the other fan page, is that possible? I wouldn't worry about that. They're only, these things are visible because you're running ads to them. When something is visible directly on your fan page, people really don't go on your fan page and look. What they're going to be seeing is stuff that's going to be updating them in their newsfeed after they like it. But people typically don't go to your actual direct fan page. It's very rare that where you want to send them to is to the tabs. That's why tabs are more powerful than the timeline main page because you can do more things. You get stuff more shared. You get their email address. It's better for getting virality, getting emails, and getting conversions, which is the whole point of TabFu. Okay. Um, you only want one Facebook personal page, but you can create multiple pages, multiple pages inside of Facebook business pages. Watch. I'll go inside Facebook really fast. Um, okay. Well, whatever. You guys can be inside here, and what you do is inside of Facebook, just hit create a page, and once you've created your page inside of Facebook, I'm sorry, once you have a profile, you can create multiple pages. On the top, just hit create a page, and you guys can create as many pages as you want under one personal profile. So your personal profile is just you. Your pages can be indefinite. These are all different pages under one profile. Okay, that's everything. That's it. You guys can create as many pages as you want under one profile, and your friends don't know about your profile. So if you now, you can have the ability to share it with your friends. I turn it off because my business is my stuff, and I leave it at that. Okay. What do you use for the email addresses? For what? I'm sorry. The email for making the account. Use your own personal email address to open up a Facebook account. But if you want to create a page on Facebook, really simple. Let's see. Let's go over to YouTube really fast. Okay, let's go over to YouTube, and we'll type in create a Facebook business page, right? And let's see. Just find something really short. Should be very quick, but it's kind of self-explanatory. Okay, it's 4 years ago. Okay, let's look at this guy's video, right? I'm going to give this video 3 minutes long. Let's see if it's any good first before I tell you guys about it. Um, blah, 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 skip ad. Let's see. Yep, okay, he's gonna walk you through everything here. Use this link, I'll give it to here in the chat box. Everyone will have here to create the fan page. Set there in the chat box, everyone has it. And that is a wrap, guys. That is how you use TabFu. You create your fan pages. You create it through your personal profile. You can create as many fan pages as you want. When you create your fan pages and then you connect it to TabFu, you'll see all the pages over here on the left. You can see all your pages over here on the left, right? You select the pages you want, and then you create your tabs. That's how you do it. Okay? My suggestion to you is only create one page at a time that you want to start a business in. Don't create as many tabs as possible and go crazy. Create only the tabs that you intend to use and create the tabs that you intend to use. This way you don't get confused. TabFu does keep it organized. When you click on a certain page, that you have, like here, Social Tapper, it'll show all the Social Tapper tabs that you have in pages, right? So if you click on Social Tapper, it'll only show you the tabs applying to Social Tapper. If you click on another page that you have, it'll only show the tabs that you've made for that page. Okay? If you can't find the member area, John, it's support at tabfu.zendesk.com. Okay? Okay, I'll put this here in the member for everyone here. Okay, here you go. Put this here. Wonderful. Okay, that's the YouTube video for showing us how to create a fan page. It's pretty simple, but if you've never done it before, I can get it's intimidating. Okay, I do get it's intimidating. Okay. Traffic generation is through creating the actual ad inside of the Facebook. You have to create an ad inside of Facebook, and you run the traffic through here, right? You want to create a like campaign, and then you select the page you want, and then you run the ad through here, right? Only start your bidding at $5. Don't go over $5 when you first start off. Do not go over $5 because again, the traffic is much cheaper. You can do a lot of tests. You can do a ton of testing for $5. Okay, a ton of testing. You can even go less than that. You can make it like $2. Okay. Are Facebook ads cheaper with TabFu? Yes, because you're running like traffic versus it running to a website. It's significantly cheaper. Okay, guys, I think I've answered the majority of questions. My throat is starting to go. I do apologize. I wish I could talk forever. My wife does not. You guys have a great day, okay, guys? I will take the recording. I will start converting it, and we'll make sure you guys have it in the members area. So with that said, I want to thank all of you, and again, I want to apologize for last week. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.